Ooh. That post-workout feeling when you just don't want to move, but you're hungry, but like you don't know what to do because you don't want to move, especially after legs. It's the worst after legs. The bodybuilder struggles. What is up, guys? My name is Victor and welcome back to my channel. In this video, we're gonna be talking about stretching and the importance of stretching. So I thought, why not share my nighttime routine? I've been implementing. It's very quick, very efficient. It just essentially helps you get rid of a bunch of tension in your body that you built up throughout the day. And you focus on a lot of areas that are perhaps neglected. The neck, the hands, the hips, especially these days in the pandemic, you're pretty much sitting down a lot of the time, especially if you're in lockdown. Remember back when everything was shut down, you just couldn't do anything, so you'd be sitting down. So obviously things are gonna get tight. So it's really important, especially in these times, to always make sure you're limber, make sure that things are functioning still and you're not just turning into, I don't wanna say vegetable, but it's pretty close, turning into a stiff piece of meat. What am I going for here? You're just stiffening up essentially. So, oh man, that protein shake is not sitting right. Guess that happens when you pull some heavy deadlifts. You just feel like dying.
I feel pretty fucking jacked, bro.
Yeah, buddy, come on. Yeah. Pull the shoulders back. Core tight. Yeah. That's it. That's it.
Wow, you're so dominant.
But let's get showered up and I'll take you guys through this stretching routine. It's 5 minutes, really quick, and you'll sleep a lot better. All right, guys, so right after showering, I usually like to do this straight up when I'm clean. You literally need just a couple meters, like you can do it right beside your bed. Not too tight here, but you definitely have room to stretch. It's definitely something that I want to be doing more often because I find it helps a lot with flexibility, better performance the next day. So let's get into it. So first things first, sorry you can't see my legs, but we will be going down to a lower angle soon because most of the stretching is obviously on the floor. And then from here, it's a full range of motion, full body stretch. And what you'll do is reach down. I'll bring the angle down, but we'll start from the top for now. So reach down. And then it's kind of like yoga to start. It is a yoga movement, but it's a full body like stretch. You're reaching as far as you can to the top and exhaling on the way down. Yeah, you can grab your ankles if you want. Just literally dead hang. I'll show you guys from the side too. It's like reaching as far down as you can and coming up. Okay, so after that, a couple reps of that, see, it's like literally by your bedside. So you have enough space either on your rug, hard floor, if you have a yoga mat or whatever. I'll usually just sit. You can do it standing, but for some reason, I like to sit. I might be a kid still in like middle school with my legs crossed. It just feels good to me. So yeah, I usually start from the head down. So first, we're working on the neck here, right? And when you're working on the neck, you want to make sure that you stretch the neck, right? So we're gonna go up and pause at the top there until your neck stretches all the way, and then down. A lot of people don't stretch their necks, but there's a lot of tension, especially in today's world where we're sitting down a lot. A lot of people are working from home, the whole pandemic and everything. So you're slouched over at the screen. A lot of tension builds up in the back of your neck, so it's good to do the following exercises. So you'll do that for about 10 reps and you'll repeat it maybe 2-3 times till you feel good. And after that, we'll go side to side, right? But we hold it. This one is a static stretch. You want to apply pressure, bring your head down. Try and go for like a 10 to 20 second count. And also focus on maintaining good posture the entire time, as straight of a back as you can. You do a couple of head rolls as well. But don't go back all the way. You want to go from, let me show you from the side. So you don't want to do this. You want to roll forward and then bring it across. Roll forward, bring it across. The same thing on the way back. Good, so it's a pretty simple neck stretch that I do every night just to get it up nice and limber up there. Next up, some easy ones before getting into the bulk of things. We're gonna just give the hands a little bit of a stretch here. So just up, same thing, 10-second count, and then down. And here's a good one that probably most people don't know. Inside, so you take it from down, twist it in and pull towards you. 10 seconds. Same thing on the other hand. And then down, twist inwards. And once you're done, just a couple rolls. It's really weird, but these areas, they're neglected. You don't really focus on the wrists or the neck that much, right? You usually focus on the legs, the shoulders. You'll do these, right? This is also good if you want to include it. I don't usually do that. Okay, so next up we have the hip region, which is probably the place that takes the most load, especially on leg days. So let me just adjust this. Spreading your legs wide. You're gonna shift your hips to your left side, and you're gonna bend down as much as you can. You're gonna feel it in your hamstring, a little bit in your back, in your side here. Same thing on the other side. So right hip goes out like that. And you can bring your hand over or behind. Depends how flexible you are. So you do those, same thing, 10 seconds. So this one, same thing, hips nice and wide, just past shoulder width, but you're focusing on bringing your butt back all the way. You're gonna feel in your hamstrings, and then you wanna stretch and touch the ground. Like this, straight legs, touch the ground. So those are the 3 main hip variations that I do, just to get the hammies, the lower back a bit sorted out. Next thing is a basic stretch here. Feet nice and straight, both of them, and you're literally reaching as far as you can. Like I said, guys, it's a quick nighttime stretch. It's nothing crazy, but it helps you get limber, and doing these basic stretches really improves your next day and your sleep too. You're a lot more comfortable getting rid of all this tension. Well, now we're going with our single leg here inside. I'm sure you guys have done this at school. Same thing, but stretching as far as you can to the left side. And the more you do it, the further you'll be able to stretch. But yeah, I just find even my performance is better, you know? Can lift a little more comfortably. Don't have to worry so much about being stiff. A key tip though, you don't want to do this kind of stretching before a workout, right? This is something you do, like I said, before bed, when you're done your day, getting rid of all that tension. But it's a no-no if you're warming up for your workout. You want to be a little more loosey-goosey, more active, doing more mobility things. And then this one's probably my personal favorite, the classic butterfly. So some people would stop here, but ideally you want to bring your your heels as close to your crotch as possible. Looks weird, might feel weird at first, but it really opens up those hip flexors. And then you'll grab the top of your feet and you'll push down on your legs and bend forward so you can get a bigger stretch. and you'll hold that as well. It's my absolute fave here. Feels so good, fresh out of the shower, all clean, getting rid of this tension. It's like a weight's been lifted. Well, you've lifted weight, but you know what I mean. Okay, next up, it's getting into some yoga territory again, but I find it really helps. I've said get rid of tension quite a bit, but this one really does help. Some people would refer to this as child's pose. So you sit, your butt is all the way on your heels. And the main thing you want to do, or that I like to do, is stretch as far out as possible. So both my hands as far out as possible. And you kind of want to like make sure they don't move once you found your position. A couple rounds of that, and you guys can see the full breakdown in the description. I don't want to go through all the sets because that would just make the video unnecessarily long, but you get the gist of what's going down here. From child's pose, we're going down. This is a good abdominal stretch, lower back, and you want to look up and keep your arms nice and straight. So on this one, you guys have seen this before, it's the cat-cow. So head up, and you're trying to bring your low back and push your bum up as much as possible. So head up, and then the opposite. Head down, bum down, round the back. And you're pushing up with your hands. Same thing. Oh, this is also another fave. Pretty underutilized, but it's a game changer. So yeah, a couple rounds of that. So that's pretty much it, guys. Very basic. Telling you guys, the tension relief is like reason enough to do this as many times as you can per week. I think it's important to keep these things in mind. A lot of people take stretching for granted. I used to be one as well, but like you just realize how important it is the more you do it. And yeah, it's only 5 minutes before bed. Feels great after showering. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if you found a little bit of value from it, maybe hit that like button. Comment down below. I post all sorts of videos. Let me know which ones you like. Yeah, guys, nice, short, sweet one. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Got some fun, cool challenges coming up, so stay tuned. Peace.